Welcome. So in this tutorial I'm going to be building on what we've been talking about before on browsing and making sure we're using the right keywords when we're searching. I'm going to have a look at some of the more advanced features of Google and the Google search engine. So to start off with, I'm going to just point out something that you might have noticed from the other video, which is that Google often can help us complete our sentences for us, if you like. It can guess what we're trying to search for if we're searching for something that other people have searched for. So I'm just going to now start searching for the football results. Okay, I'm going to start typing football results. And you can now see that it's come up with all of these different things underneath it. It says football results yesterday, football results today, UK Premier League, and all of these different things. Sometimes this is really helpful because it saves us time, because now if I say, well, rather than typing out the rest of the query, the rest of the search, I can just left click on here and it's going to give us the results from the UK Premier League yesterday straight away. So this is a real easy way to save time. I'm going to do one more example of that. So I'm going to say top up, type in top up, and you can see it's already come up with a few different things. Top up British Gas, top up Oyster. So say for instance I want to top up my gift gaff, it saves me from having to type that all in. Okay, so the next sort of tip I'm going to talk about is using quotation marks when you're doing searches. And I'll just do it with an example. So one of the good examples of when this is useful is when you're searching for like lyrics, okay? So lyrics, say this is a lyric from a song. This is these 4 words: sunshine, smile upon my face, okay? Now if we do this search, it's going to come up with all sorts of things, because it's going to search for things related to sunshine, to smiling, to your face, upon. It could, come up with all sorts of results, and it's not going to necessarily come up with the lyrics that let's say we're trying to find out what this song is from. So we want a way to basically tell the search engine, no, I want you to find these words, and I want you to find them in the exact same order as I've put them. So to do that, we wrap them in these quotes. So if you hold down the shift button and look for the quote mark, oh, that's not the right one. There it is, the quote mark. We have now wrapped it in these quote marks. Now it's going to only look for results that have the words in this exact order. So if I now go enter, it can now say straight away, oh yeah, you're talking about this song Space Cowboy by Jamiroquai. And there it is from the lyrics, with a sunshine smile upon my face, in the exact same order. Now this might seem like a bit of an odd example. How often are we searching for lyrics? Well, something that is actually really useful for is if you get an error message. This could be anything. This could be an application, this could be online, this could be something wrong with your computer. A really good practice is to find the error, and I've just made one up here. I've got an error. Find the error and just copy the entire thing like this. I'm just copying it. And I'm going to now paste it into my search bar. But rather than searching for it like this, as you can see, it's got this really long sentence with all these different words in. It might struggle to find it because it's searching for all the different words in combination. But if I wrap it in the quotation marks, that would be a bit earlier. So I'm going now go to the end and put the quotation mark. So it's a shift and then the number 2. Now it will look for anything that's got that exact same error message in it. And this can be really helpful because people often do this. They'll copy and paste theirs into a forum saying, please can you help me with this? And now look, so someone will have posted about maybe how to fix this problem, this specific problem. Okay, this might be a little bit technical, but the point being is that wrapping things in quotes means that it will look for the exact same order that you've typed it in. Otherwise, it can get a little bit jumbled. Another thing that you can make use of is that Google and the Google search engine can help you sort of filter out things with some of the tools that they give you. So I'm just going to draw attention to that here. We've got up in this, it only comes up after you've done a search, but it comes up with the different categories of the content that you're looking for. So there's videos category, there's an images category, there's a news category, there's a shopping category. If you actually click on this little three dots here with more, it comes up with a map category, flights category, books and finance. So you get the idea. It's got lots of different categories. I'm just going to go through that here now just to show you sort of how that works. So if I search for, I'm going to just search for Rome, okay? And I'm going to go through some of these different categories. One of them would be the images category. If I left click on that, I'm going to get a load of different pictures of Rome, and from here I could do further searches into something more specific that I'm looking for, but this comes up with Rome. If I go back now, it will take me back to that page. We could look at the news, so I could have a look at the news about Rome. So this has got all sorts of news. This is rolling news about Rome, and it's organized by time and date as well. So we can see here this was posted 11 hours ago. If we go back a little bit, this was posted a month ago. Okay, so that's the news category. There's, like the images category, there's a videos category. Often it's news as well. And there's also maps here, because Rome is a place, so I can click on maps and it can now actually show us about Rome, and we can use Google Maps, which we'll have a look at later. It's really, really cool and really, really useful for directions. So I won't go through all of them, but it's just to show you that Google gives you a way to filter out your results into the different categories of the sort of type of media that it is that you're looking for, and it's good to make use of them. Okay, so we've now covered the main techniques, if you like, for searching and using the Google search engine, which includes thinking carefully about which keywords you want to use, wrapping certain things with quotation marks if you want to preserve the order of the text, making the most of the Google category system and the filters that they have, and also using some of the auto completion and the suggestions that Google give you when you're searching. But other than learning from this tutorial, it's really important to go out and practice this. And I'm going to set you some practice questions and some little challenges so you can make the most of these skills. There's also a website for those of you that want a bit more of a challenge called A Google A Day, where if you go on this website and you click Start Playing, they give you sort of a quite difficult question. This one here is about a children's book set, and they've given you a line from the book, and basically you have to find the answer, and they give you a little timer as well. And like just for this question here, I'm not going to do it, but just think about how you might go about this. So what you need to do is think about the key words that you want. This here is a quote. This is a quote from a book, so it's kind of like a lyric. So we're probably going to be wrapping that in our quote marks when we do our search. And just using some of those different techniques will help us get these answers. And when you realize that you can do this, you realize the power of Google and the power of being able to search is that you can find out really obscure information really quickly. You can find things really, really easily. So yeah, get out there and do some practice. Try and work through the exercises that I've made. Yeah, you'll be mastering this in no time.